The funding from this grant is going to help us to really be able to continue some of the work that's already begun, which is incredibly important because there's been some wonderful momentum that's started. And in order to keep that momentum, we really have to keep fueling it with additional resources and bits of excitement and inspiration here and there. And so the plan for this funding is to really focus on empowering our young people to take on leadership roles and to understand how they can become a strong voice in their community and also do so in a respectful and constructive way with adults.
So Murdock Middle School is in central Massachusetts, on the border of New Hampshire. Most of our students are from low-income, economically disadvantaged households. We have a high percentage of free and reduced lunch students, so we do receive quite a bit of support from the Department of Education. So after school, usually students will either have to go home, they sometimes have to pick up their siblings from the bus stop. Some students stay after school with a teacher to get extra help. Many times students will have sports, athletics, but we haven't been able to offer a lot of clubs at the middle school. So any opportunity that we have to partner with outside agencies or bring in additional resources to our students, we jump upon that opportunity.
I think there is a need for after-school programming here in Winchendon, and I think it's a great opportunity for the students to have an outlet that isn't sports in the school.
The program that I operate, United Way Youth Venture, has been around in the community for 20 years, helping young people to learn through project-based work how they can make a difference and create a plan for that. We want to leverage that process and that success in working with students to help them to take on more leadership roles in their community.
We had our 3 students come to me with their proposal of what they wanted to do at Murdock Middle School. They created a PowerPoint presentation, they set an appointment with myself, and we're very particular about what the need was and how they really wanted to affect other students in the school, and then also make a difference with their peers.
Our venture idea is becoming a school part of No Place for Hate. No Place for Hate is just a program, and part of the way to become a No Place for Hate school is everyone has to sign a pledge saying that they won't hate in our school.
We are doing this youth venture program because we want to have a helping hand for our fellow peers, and we want to always have somebody know that there is somebody else there for them and that they can speak up and also have a voice that they can project and have people to listen to them.
Pro-kindness to me is really listening to what other students have to say and really taking in what they have to say and not ignoring them and listening to everyone's values and points and opinions.
Being a No Place for Hate school does look really good for Murdock Middle School, and it means to successfully teach people.
We originally started with peer mediation to help our peers feel heard and accepted by their peers, and it led to No Place for Hate to start off because we want to promote kindness before we just have our peer mediators go to our students, because it could feel different and it's a good way to start. I feel that once people understand what we're doing and they have seen it and maybe seen the positive changes, they will be more willing and more understanding to this opportunity.
I was extremely impressed by what they had proposed to me and what they had come up really on their own, independently, without really asking administration or teachers. They really went to the student body to see what students wanted.
I learned that the students need more kindness in the school. Some of them feel unsafe, unheard, and they just don't feel respected enough.
At Murdock Middle School, we have our Positive Behavior Intervention Supports, PBIS, and we try to do a lot of that based on what the adults see that's happening.
The things I have definitely learned so far is being open-minded with people, having integrity, and definitely being patient.
I've learned a lot, not only through this program, but just I guess I was inspired to start doing this because I've lived a lot of places, and this is probably the one place where people are so openly rude to each other. So it was easy to make the decision to help people be kinder.
At the middle school, I would love to see other opportunities, other clubs being able to be formed and run. We would like more opportunities for our students to be able to come up with these ideas and be able to lead them, after school and outside of school hours.
Young people are going to make change in the world, and so by starting in the schools and being able to create change within this community, then it's going to spread out.
I'm tremendously proud of our students that have really come up with this idea. I see them making a big difference in their 8th grade year, but also when they move on to high school, so I couldn't be more proud of them.
When I first signed up to go to after-school program, I thought it was gonna be a little bit boring, but when I got in, I signed into some groups and it was actually really fun.
So we have a voting process of the kids, and so they go to each table and each teacher tells them what they'll be doing for the session, and then they can vote 1 through 7 of which one they want to do.
I was a little bit nervous because I don't know all the people in the school, so I was afraid I wouldn't make a lot of new friends. But when I joined my group, I actually made a lot of new friends.
I told them that we would have outside teachers coming in and we were going to be change makers, and that it was their job to come up with an activity to change Crocker.
My idea was to make a kindness train around the school and after school where people spread kindness like confetti.
In this after-school group, we've been thinking about kindness things. So we do kind stuff to people. We have this thing called a kindness jar, and whoever gets caught being kind, they will get their name in the bucket on Friday. At the end of the week, the teacher will pick up 3 names and you will get to get a prize.
I see all the kids in the school, so I have them coming up to me giving me examples of what they have done to be kind to get their name put in the kindness jar.
I wanted to change stuff because the name is Changemakers, so I thought we would be able to change the things that we do at school. We were doing posters. We created posters and put them around the school. Some of the posters say to be kind and be nice and great with other kids. We think kindness is important because everybody in the world deserves to feel like they're loved.
They've been amazing. They took the whole change making and turned it into the kindness jars, and I'm really impressed with what they've done.
I think the school has been participating in the kindness challenge because I've been seeing a lot of people being kind to each other. We talked about our idea to other teachers.
Teachers really appreciate having something to hold the kids accountable for.
Whenever I think about it, I feel happy and proud that I joined this group.
The best part about this project was hanging out with my friends.
I think I'm a leader because I've been leading people to be kind to each other and to stop the drama and all of the stuff that you do that is not kind.
I hope that for the after-school program, that Youth Venture can be here every session and we can come up with a bunch of different activities to do around the school, because I think the kids seeing it as an option, and now that they know what it is, we'll have a lot more involvement.
My grandma was really, really great friends with Miranda, and they both wanted to save animals, so we made this huge after-school program for people that wanted to basically save animals.
One of the things that I've seen a lot in this town is trash. A lot of people like to litter, and it bothers me. Sometimes if I'm walking out my dog and I see trash, I pick it up and just throw it away. And that's something that we've been doing here with the little kids as well. We've been showing them why it's bad and why it hurts the environment and the animals as well.
We noticed that there were a lot of trash.
Yeah.
So then we wanted to help the animals.
Yeah. This after-school program is basically to help the animals and help Winchendon.
The beginning of this for me was more of a social play group at the very beginning, and the need to have my own 3 great-grandchildren out and about and meeting new kids in a fun, way. And we did start that at the park. And then eventually when winter came and we came in here, it became something else.
We do different activities. Sometimes we go outside, or sometimes we take a walk and pick up some trash. And we do a whole bunch of different stuff. And we made signs, and we're gonna put them up around town about helping the animals.
They did want to just play soccer. We had the kids from the Winchendon school coming down, and they really enjoyed that. And it was just running, free play. When the Youth Venture came in and we began to choose a project, I think they kind of got into it, but they were still looking for that. When are we going to play? I think it was a little bit much for them, for some of them. But they soon settled in, and I think they were enjoying that process as well. And as I was watching the change in some of these kids, I was enjoying it more myself too.
So we just did our presentation. There were a couple of adults there, parents, adults.
They helped us support our idea by acknowledging what we were doing, and they were interested, so they decided, oh, this is a good idea, it will make our community better. And so they said, well, okay, maybe we should give them some money for this. It was used to go into the art supplies and the stuff to make the signs, which is the metal rods, the sign tops, the giant stickers that have our artwork, because we made our own artwork.
I think they learned about the environment and the effects of the negative effects that humans can have on the environment, and also the positive effects that humans can have on the environment, and what they can do on their own to make change, which is great to see them take initiative.
As I watched my own and the neighborhood kids that directly are involved with my children and my life, I think that one of the important things was having something to do.
Everybody that's been involved with the program has been nothing but just kind and informative, and there's just been open communication. It's just been easy to facilitate. It's been great, and the kids have loved it.
We're all, I think, leaders here because we all have these amazing ideas that we all share, and then others listen, and that's what I think a leader is all about.
I do believe this program is very important to Winchendon, and at times I wish it was a little longer, and maybe a couple days a week. I think that it would be great to have more of that.
I enjoy that that we get to hang around and learn something new every single day.
We want to make more change, and
and it's really good to do.
I would love to do this again next year because it inspires me and it saves the planet.